This is the Jaecoo J5, a compact electric SUV that sparked attention for looking a bit like a Range Rover, but that's not really the story here, because what truly matters is the price and the value it promises. So before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to RLC Auto Channel and press the bell icon. Set it to all so you never miss honest, unbiased car reviews that help you make the right decision. Because on paper, this fully loaded, almost luxury spec EV with a 58 kilowatt-hour battery comes in at just $42,990, and that alone makes it one of the most interesting contenders in its segment. Exterior design. Up front, the Jaecoo J5 keeps things clean and modern with slimline lighting that clearly signals its EV identity, along with a hidden badge behind a clear lens and a bluff, upright nose that may not be the most aerodynamic but gives it presence and even hides a surprisingly practical frunk, while along the sides you get 18-inch Continental tires wrapped around aerodynamic-style wheels and an electrically operated charge port that feels a bit overcomplicated, though charging speeds of up to 130 kilowatts, realistically closer to 100 kilowatts in testing, still put it ahead of many rivals. And as you move toward the rear, that's where the Range Rover comparisons come into play, especially in the window shape and taillight design, though it still holds its own identity, finished off with a full-width badge and an electric tailgate opening to reveal a practical boot with nearly 400 liters of space to the cover and up to 480 liters to the roof, plus the rare option to fit a spare tire underneath. Step inside, and the first thing you notice is the solid build quality, with doors that close with confidence and a cabin that feels larger than expected for a B-segment SUV, thanks to a wide layout and a dashboard pushed forward to create more usable space, while soft-touch materials dominate the upper areas and give a premium feel, complemented by ambient lighting and practical storage throughout, including genuinely usable cup holders and a well-thought-out center console. And the two-tone leather steering wheel with responsive touch controls adds a subtle premium touch, while the seats stand out with their unique silicone material, designed to be scratch and pet resistant, making them surprisingly practical for everyday life. And tech-wise, you get a simple but functional infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, though the lack of an equalizer affects audio quality, while a 50-watt ventilated wireless charger performs impressively well. But usability isn't perfect, as key controls like climate adjustments are buried in menus rather than easily accessible. And in the rear, space is acceptable for most passengers, but clearly tighter for larger adults, with a slightly awkward floor design, limited rear features like a single air vent and USB-C port, and overall a compromise compared to some competitors. Performance and driving experience. On the road, the Jaecoo J5 delivers a genuinely solid driving experience, with one of the better chassis setups seen from a Chinese brand outside the top players, offering a comfortable ride that avoids excessive body roll while still feeling composed through corners, paired with quick, reasonably direct steering that makes it easy and even slightly fun to drive on twisty roads, though its 155 kilowatts of power and 288 Nm of torque can overwhelm the front wheels in wet conditions, leading to traction issues if you're not careful with the throttle, something that could be improved with better tuning. But aside from that, it's quiet, refined, and ergonomically sound, with intuitive controls and driver assistance systems that work smoothly without being intrusive, while efficiency remains a weak point, with real-world consumption sitting around 19 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers on the open road and mid-teens in the city, resulting in a realistic range of just over 300 kilometers compared to a claimed 402 kilometers, though the larger 58 kilowatt-hour battery helps offset that somewhat. And overall, it's a car that feels polished in most areas, but still has room for software and efficiency improvements. At its price, the Jaecoo J5 makes a compelling case with its combination of strong value, premium-feeling interior, solid driving dynamics, and generous equipment, though it's not without flaws, including average efficiency, limited rear space, traction issues under power, and some usability quirks in the infotainment system. But taken as a whole, it stands out as a well-rounded electric SUV that prioritizes comfort, practicality, and affordability, making it a smart choice for small families or urban couples looking for a capable everyday EV. And if you're considering options in this segment, this is definitely one worth putting on your list. Now, click on the next video on your screen to see another honest review that might just help you decide even better.